Hi, my name is Wen. We might have heard of some stories that Chinese students who study in Ivy League school who get kicked out from their college. Well, do they fake their transcript to get to the school, or they just get a bad grades? Not exactly. Well, here there are three problems that Chinese students still facing every day in American college. Come to US, we will have to face many problems that they never met before, and they have to do them by themselves with no families to rely on. And motivation is a problem because we switch to a new environment that speaks different languages and have different culture. I saw the article called the Chinese Students' Motivations for Studying Abroad, which mentions that the motivations for Chinese students could be broken up into 5 categories, which includes personal dynamic, reserve motivations, parental influence, globalization, persuasions, and outlying factors. It is hard to know without parents, without friends, without familiar cities. All makes Chinese students feel lonely abroad. Living in China to Chinese students is like living in a greenhouse. So when they leave from China to United States, they cannot grow and live as easy as in China. And some of them lost themselves in alcohol and drugs, especially those who were born in the rich family, caused by tremendous difference from China to America. On the other hand, participating in various organizations and leagues actively make more friends and immersing themselves in research are ways to make Chinese students live colorful and fulfilling during their lives on the American campus. Chinese students lost their confidence easily because the native language between Chinese and English has totally different background and logic. The general trouble is hard to communicate with others, which makes students become more silent. We start to learn English when we were in elementary school, like most other Chinese students. The way English is taught in China emphasizes more on the written form than the spoken form. English is taught mostly through the traditional grammar translation method, although we also need to take TOEFL test, which is test of English as a foreign language before we go to the American universities. We still have a hard time to use English as well as a native speaker. So here are the 3 problems we're always facing every day study in the English-speaking country. Also, you want to ask me any suggestions? I actually don't have a lot because I actually kind of one of them. But my friend Alan got some suggestions.
My first suggestion would be to not be afraid. Always be willing to ask questions if you don't know the answer. Don't be afraid of making mistakes because you're going to make a lot of mistakes in life. That's just a fact. My second suggestion would be to kind of immerse yourself in the language environment before you actually go there. You know, watch a lot of movies or TV shows in English and try to understand both the language and kind of the culture at the same time. That way, it'll make your first time going there a lot easier. And finally, have fun. You know, I mean, don't be afraid that you're going to make a mistake. Just try different things and get a full experience of your study abroad.